Zygote, meaning a fertilized egg, the very first stage of development from conception to about 1 week. Example: the zygote travels to the uterus to implant itself. Scientists study the zygote to understand early human development. Embryo, meaning the developing baby from implantation until about 8 weeks. The embryo's heart starts beating around the 6th week. The doctor showed an ultrasound image of the tiny embryo. Fetus, the stage of a developing baby from 9 weeks after conception until birth. The fetus starts moving and kicking by the 20th week. The mother could feel the fetus hiccuping in her womb. Newborn, meaning a very young child, usually from birth to a few weeks old. The newborn is sleeping in the crib. Newborns require frequent feeding and care. Infant, baby, meaning a child from a few weeks to about 1 year old. The infant laughed when she saw her reflection. Babies start to recognize familiar faces at this stage. Toddler, meaning a child between 1 and 3 years old who is learning to walk and talk. The toddler is learning to say new words every day. Toddlers are often curious and love to explore their surroundings. Preschooler, meaning a child between 3 and 5 years old who is not yet in formal school. The preschooler enjoys playing with building blocks. Preschoolers often ask many why questions. Child, meaning a young person, typically between 6 and 12 years old. The child is learning to read and write in school. Children often enjoy playing outdoor games with friends. Preteen or tween, meaning a young person between 10 and 12 years old, before becoming a teenager. Preteens start to develop their own sense of style. She's a preteen who loves reading fantasy books. Teenager or teen, meaning a person between 13 and 19 years old, transitioning into adulthood. Teenagers often enjoy spending time with friends. Many teens start exploring hobbies like music or sports. Young adult, meaning a person in their late teens to late 20s, starting to become independent. As a young adult, she is focusing on her career and studies. Many young adults move out of their parents' home during this time. Adult, meaning a fully grown person, typically over 20 years old, taking full responsibility for life. Adults often balance work, family, and personal time. He's an adult who enjoys traveling and learning new skills. Middle-aged adult, meaning a person between 40 and 60 years old, often at the peak of their career and family life. Middle-aged adults often focus on long-term financial goals. She's a middle-aged woman who enjoys gardening and yoga. Senior or elderly, meaning a person aged 60 and older, often retired and enjoying a slower pace of life. Seniors often receive discounts at movie theaters. The elderly man enjoys telling stories from his younger days. Centenarian, meaning a person who is 100 years old or older. The centenarian celebrated her 101st birthday with her family. It's rare to meet a centenarian who has seen so many changes in the world. Golden years, the later years of life, typically considered a time for relaxation and retirement. After retiring, they spent their golden years traveling the world. Many seniors look forward to their golden years to enjoy leisure time. Geriatrics, meaning the branch of medicine that focuses on the health and care of elderly people. She studied geriatrics to better understand the aging process. Geriatrics helps ensure that seniors receive the proper care and attention. Juvenile, meaning a young person, often used in a legal context to refer to someone under 18 years old. The juvenile offender was given a second chance in a youth rehabilitation program. Juvenile wildlife can be especially vulnerable to predators. Senior year, meaning the last year of school, typically for high school seniors or college seniors. She was excited to begin her senior year of high school. Senior year brings many decisions about the future and graduation. Mature, meaning referring to an adult who is fully grown or developed, both physically and emotionally. Examples: he is very mature for his age, always thinking things through carefully. The mature woman handled the difficult situation with grace.